I'm just maxing out this morning. I've been spending too much time scrolling on Instagram and Facebook, and now I feel a bit blah. I really better cut back on doing things like that. Anyway, Elvis has just heard me starting to talk to you and has decided to come down. We've had our walk early this morning again because it's going to be warm. Elvis always forgets that he's been for a walk and wants to go again. What's today? I've already lost track of the days. 4th of December. Yes, I'm a bit out of it this morning. I'm not really. I had a better night's sleep last night, but I'm just not really feeling it. Elvis woke me up at before 6 o'clock this morning needing to go out and have a vomit. And there's like nothing that will wake me up and get me moving quicker than hearing him start to heave, so that was how I woke up this morning. I am still fasting. I've just hit 36 and a half hours, so I can probably go and have a coffee, which is probably what I should do just to brighten myself up a little bit. Marion's had a bit of time out of her cage today, so that's why she's a bit quieter, because she's been out and explored the house and got up to mischief, and so she's been put away again. I finished the bind off of my Asa, I think that's how I said it, I don't know. Sweater yesterday, so I either need to weave in ends on that, or I can pick up my sleeve and start knitting my sleeve. But all I really want to do today is go and grab a braid of fibre and spin it nice and thick so I can do another spiral ply. That's all I really want to do. I don't want to do anything else. I don't want to do all the things that I'm supposed to do and need to be done. I just want to do something fun. But I think I'm going to start with a coffee and see if there's any new vlogs up. We have gutter cleaning happening outside right now. It's really quite loud. Wow. They are still cleaning the gutters over my head, so you will hear quite a bit of noise. But that bread that I made yesterday, the dough that I was making, I had a sourdough starter that I was starting because I killed my old one, but then I managed to get a new one from my Buy Nothing group. I still had the one that I created and it was nice and bubbly, and I thought, okay, well, I hadn't fed it for a couple of days, which is probably part of my problem. I thought, well, I'll just use that to make a bread and then just get rid of the rest of it, and I'll keep the one that's like older and has like, you know, is stronger. So I put that my one that I made in here, but this has no body. There is nothing to it. Like it's just, even though it hasn't risen to the point where it should, which I'm looking for like down here somewhere, like a line on here, it seems overproofed. As you can see, or it just didn't have enough strength in it to create anything at all. So rather than waste this dough, I am going to attempt to make a focaccia out of it and see what happens. It might be an absolute disaster, but it could also be very delicious. So that is what I'm going to try and do. I don't have a bowl scraper, unfortunately, so I'm going to have to try and use a spatula or something to get this in the tray, because it smells really strongly of starter. Like, it's very, I mean, obviously it smells a little bit floury, so I don't think it wasn't very strong, and it wasn't freshly fed. So yeah, I'm gonna give this a go. We'll see what happens. Focaccia is delicious. Who cares? If it makes a half decent focaccia, that's my lunch sorted for today. So let's go, I guess. Good old whack of olive oil in here. I was thinking I might cut up some garlic and put some rosemary on. Now once I get it in here, I'm probably not going to be able to do much with it. Normally you would flop it around so it's all covered in oil, but this, as you have seen, is very loose, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. So I might need to come back with a bit more olive oil over the top, but we will see. I have a spatula top. Might stick some light on. Alright, so I'm going to dump this in and see how we go. It might be an utter disaster, but on on the flip side, we might make something tasty. It's just kind of interesting because it was actually going quite well yesterday, and it just never rose to where it should, so I don't know. Okay, so I'm probably not going to be able to... Ooh, I might be able to flip it. That's gonna work. It's far too heavy. Okay. Let's see what happens if I push it out. We should be able to get a little bit of oil coming up over the sides. Generally you dimple focaccia, but because it's so soft and sticky, it's not going to dimple, I don't think. For some reason all the garlic I've been purchasing lately has been sprouted, so I've heard apparently the sprout part can make it bitter, so I tend to pull out the sprouted section of my garlic cloves. So I've just got a couple here. Hopefully that will be sufficient to cover this focaccia. So I've got some dried rosemary to go on as well, and I'll chuck some salt on additionally, but I think I will grab my olive oil because I might drizzle more. Well, it doesn't look too bad. I don't think it's puffed up a lot. Maybe a little. But it doesn't look too bad. My garlic got a little bit brown, but that should be okay. Hopefully it's not too bitter because it's a bit too brown, but yeah, I mean, I'm sure it'll be edible. I got bubbles in the middle. Can you see that alright? There we go. Got bubbles. Okay, so I've just had a bite. Yeah, it's not the fluffiest focaccia I've ever eaten, but it's tasty. It's very sour, weirdly enough. It's got a really yummy sour taste. Wow. Good afternoon, everybody. I know I said in yesterday's vlog that today's probably won't be very long because I'm too angry to film. I'm still too angry to film, but I need to get on with my life, and I'm not going to let a shitty energy provider mess that up. So here I am. I've had a shower. I've tried to get my day back on track. I've managed to do my washing. I haven't cleaned the animals. I've had to make multiple phone calls today. I've been hung up on twice by said energy company because people don't seem to know how to work the switchboard, and they keep transferring me and then hanging up on me. I hate making phone calls anyway. That is already like panic stations for me, but now I'm getting upset. But I've had a shower. I needed to wash my hair. You probably noticed it's been looking like crap. I have a real sensory thing about washing my hair. I don't like having wet hair. I don't love having showers. I do have a shower every day in case you fear that I am a smelly person. I am not. I just don't like being wet, or at least I don't like the drying portion, I suppose. Once I'm in the shower, it's fine. But then when I get out of the shower, I don't like feeling wet. I don't like my hair wet. I have a sensory thing where I can't even put moisturizer on because the tackiness of my skin touching other bits of my skin just makes me... Hence why I put off washing my hair. So you will probably see my hair looking like absolute rubbish a few more times this month. I don't like doing it. Especially because now it's so long as well. And I do like it long. I'm happy with the length. I just don't... It takes a lot to wash it, and my hair is very fine but very thick, so I have a lot of hair, but they're very, very fine. So my hair does hold a lot of water, and it does take a really long time to dry. But what I thought I might do, because earlier today I wanted to do a spiral ply, and then my day got absolutely derailed. Did I say I've done my washing? I've at least done my washing. So we have clean underwear, so that is good. But what I thought I might do is go and head into the second bedroom. It's a bit cluttered, I'm not going to pull everything out this time. But I got out of storage the other day my fibre box. So I've got a box of fibre. I don't 100% remember what's in it. It's been a little while since I've seen it. It's been packed and sealed away. We put tape around it to try and prevent any moth infestations. Yeah, I thought I would go through that and have a look and see if there is something that I would like to make a spiral ply out of. Okie dokie, here's my container. In the window you can see we put fragile tape on it to keep it sealed. I'm here in the window to try and get some light, so we'll see how this works. There we go. I think these bits on the top I actually got when I went to Bendigo Woolen Mills and went into the back room. They have so much fibre in the back room, at least they did when I went. So if you're in Bendigo and you want some fibre, it's a good place to go. Some silver coloured machine washable wool. It's probably not going to work. I have a wool and bamboo mix. So that probably won't work either. I'll probably keep that for a sweater. Usually for spiral ply I want something colourful. These are gradient sets that I've had for a very, very long time, and I've got 2 of those, but that isn't bringing me joy either. This Malabrigo, maybe that is a possibility. That's the word I'm looking for. I don't know what colour it is. There you go. Archangel, I think that's what that says. So that could work. What have we got here? Got just some undyed tops that I got from Kathy's Fibres here on top. So they're probably a bit boring for spiral ply. Yeah, we've got some beautiful Polworth. Camel, I think, this one. Camel alpaca silk. Got some Corriedale. I should probably dye that stuff up, really. I bought them so that I could, like, test the fibre and see if I like them. I don't know if I'm on the screen. There we go, you can see me now. I didn't have my back screen, my viewfinder flipped up. So yeah, I bought those to be able to test different fibres. Obviously I've not done anything with them, this sort of thing. Oh my gosh, I'm so sweaty, look at me, ugh. Alright, let's get back into the box. I have no idea what is in here. Oh, that, yes I do. This was some alpaca, I think, that I got from the Great Ocean Road Mill when I went for their open day back in 2023. I'm assuming it's alpaca. I don't think there was anything actually on the, like, on the little basket that had it in. So I just bought it because it was nice and soft. Usually my experience with alpaca is it's not very soft. Or it's not necessarily that it's not soft, it's that it's prickly. I find alpaca very prickly. That I didn't even really notice that it was prickly. So it could be down to the Great Ocean Road having a really, really good, what's the word? Is it the picker that removes, like, gets the hair, the fibre goes through the different stages of being separated into grades, I think. I don't know. But yeah, he showed it to us when we were there. And he said, I can't remember his name, is it Neil? I can't remember. But he said they only really use the super, super gold quality fibre that comes out right at the end of the little machine that they, or big machine actually, that they had. So that could be why it's so lovely and soft, because they have the best stuff, and maybe I haven't used really good quality alpaca before, potentially. So I've got this Nubecita, because they're just like little bumps of different coloured fibres. I don't know if that's really going to work. Why is it suddenly gone dark? Yeah, because these are tiny little bumps. It's 250 grams, but it's like how many colours are in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, 20 colours. Don't know if that will work, so maybe we'll leave that out. And I've got some more Kathy's Fibres in here. Now these 2 are gradients that I've got here. That was I love this one. That's Winterfell. So that's like a Game of Thrones gradient fibre. I don't know if I want to use either of those for just a basic spiral ply that I'll probably weave with. So I have two braids of this one. That's Kathy's Fibres. I think it's mushrooms or something it's called. Yeah, mushrooms. So I do have 2 of those. And then I've just got this one, which was from Hilltop Cloud, same as these guys over here. And I think I got this one to do the borders and the joining on my Vivid blanket, which was also Hilltop Cloud fibre that I spun to knit my Vivid blanket. So I need to spin this braid, and I have spun one braid already, so I was going to make a big bumper 200-gram skein out of the 2 that's blowing out so bad. It's actually really dark. Yeah, so I don't think there's actually anything in here that is very useful for what I wanted, except for this one. Maybe I'll just go with this one.